Hello, my friends. Today is March the 15th, the Ides of March. So, this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. This is a 4 card pull for the year to follow. A general energy card, something that might sustain through the year, something that might chop it open to make you look at it. A challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. This is the general energy card of the year, March the 15th, Eros. Eros talks about that sense of wanting to unite with someone or something, music, uh, poetry, nature, a lover, a friend. Platonic love can be eros. Um, Eros is about that willingness to be open and vulnerable and playful and intimate and sensual and at times erotic. It can go to sexual, of course. That's eros, but it doesn't have to be sexual. We'll keep pointing that out because this is not necessarily about a sexual relationship. It's about an intimacy. It's about intimacy with another person, and or a thing, or an energy, or something that makes you want to merge with it because you think it's outside of you, and you want to feel the energies of yourself in it combined in some way. Again, that can be music and art and food and other pleasurable things, or people, or experiences, or friendship, deep friendship. So this is about how you are intimate with others, how you're willing to be intimate with others, what do you really want from relationships? What do you really want from communion with somebody? And how you allow that to happen or don't allow that to happen. This is a reflection card. What stops you from being intimate, or what keeps you being so sensual that you never become intimate with somebody? You can be full blown, open, sensual, sexual, or you can be shut down, sensual, sexual. Where's the middle ground for you? How do you find a way to progress forward without burning yourself out or never igniting your own fire? That's really kind of what it's all about. So this is the challenge, the particular challenge for you, Two of Cups. Well, here's a beautiful card about intimacy, about sharing with someone. Now, again, this doesn't have to be a lover, but often this is about finding somebody that you want to share twos, share cups, emotions, heart, intuitions, feelings, fluidity, love, sensuality, sexuality, all those things that are involved with our hearts and involved with our water aspects and involved with our kind of psychic intuitions as well. So your challenge is to want to be intimate with someone for some reason. And what is that challenge? Is that a challenge because you're afraid of showing yourself? Or are you afraid that this might take you somewhere where you're out of control and someone else has more quote power, and you have to learn how to work along beside and play along beside and be along beside? And there's a lot of, I think, fears that are probably sitting underneath you that are saying, oh, I what's going on? Are you looking at them with jealousy or question mark? Or are you looking at yourself with fear and trepidation of what you're going to have to show of yourself? And is that going to kill it or make it less than, or make it really extremely difficult? So what is the action to take when you're facing something like that? There's a question about how you are going to be intimate and sensual with someone else when you want to be, but you don't know how, and you're afraid of what that's going to mean. Well, Black Panther, fearlessly step into the unknown. Black Panther, fearlessly step into the night of not knowing. Use all of your senses, open all of your senses up to understand things on the deepest level. Allow yourself to jump into the void and trust that you're going to be okay. Allow yourself to look at, the dark aspects of yourself with an openness and with a sense of fluidity. Allow yourself to hear your intuitions. Cats at night, they're amazing intuitive beings. They hear, they see, they feel everything in the dark that we are so afraid of. They're not afraid of the dark. So allow that aspect of yourself to not be afraid of the dark, of your own dark or of somebody else's dark. I think you're in a pretty darn good position with somebody, and you can go deep with them if you allow yourself to go deep with them, and you can explore your own sensuality in a way that you've never allowed yourself to explore it before, and you can touch something very magnificent and divine and sensual and erotic. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be just that sense of wanting to love and play and merge with somebody on a sensual basis, a heart basis, a communion basis, an esoteric basis, a nature basis, a love, a play basis. But it's going to take you somewhere where it's going to be very beneficial for you, because you're going to look at you're going to come to a wider place within yourself, a more expansive place, a more rooted place that allows you to get things done and not sit in all kinds of projections that keep you from actually getting something done. So this is about learning how to open yourself up enough to maintain a forward movement forward, and not something that I think has stopped you before, or has even imprisoned you on some level before. It's not a time to be imprisoned. Unshackle your bonds, open up your feelers, trust your hands and your soul and your heart and your intuition, and go into something that your heart and your soul has been yearning for a long time. Allow it, watch it, see where it goes, be willing to go where it goes, open yourself up to the unknown, jump deeply into the unknown, jump deeply into the sensuality of the moment, the senses of the moment, the esoteric and the physical senses of the moment, and allow yourself to contemplate love. What are you really looking for, and what do you really want, and why are you afraid to ask for it? Why are you afraid to go after it? Why are you afraid to get it? Sometimes we're afraid to just get the love that we think we want. So all these questions are great questions, and you're going to find some answers this year if you allow yourself to be open and play. Ahom Adagrias, and blessed be.